It's made in a way that it's not part of Islam. Sufis are not part of Islam. It's a different version. It's like very, very small minority. And even some people say, like Shaykh Imam Ghazali rahmatullah, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahmatullah, that we don't need to talk about these people. We don't need to talk about these personalities. We should just stick to Qur'an and Sunna, and that's it. So I just wanted to ask, especially nowadays when there's so much information overload, even within Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and they will just talk, okay, don't worry about that stuff, just focus on Qur'an and Sunnah, and even about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam status. A lot of people criticize, it's not necessary, just, yeah. So I just wanted to...
Thank you for your question.
So,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاتَّبِعْ سَبِيلَ مَنْ أَنَابَ إِلَيْهِ. And you have to follow the path of whoever has repented deeply and sincerely to me. This is like an all-englobing order that never ends until Yawm al-Qiyamah for all people of belief, that you, and Allah is addressing us directly like that, you must follow the path of those who have deeply repented to me. There is no end to that command. It does not end at a certain time, in the 13th year Hijri or something like that. No. Whoever said that is deeply mistaken, and the Qur'an is full of commands that are everlasting until Yawm al-Qiyamah, and it is for every single person of belief is addressed. So how to follow that? This, now you go to the words of the ulama. Unless you want to interpret it yourself, we say to them, then that's at your own risk. Because Allah also said, whoever follows other than the path of the believers, then they are lost. They are falling into perdition. That is the benefit of Jama'ah also. Now what the Jama'ah is better? The Jama'ah of ignorant people, of naysayers, or the Jama'ah of doubters, or the Jama'ah of people of weak iman, or the Jama'ah of people who, alhamdulillah, took knowledge from the people of knowledge, and whose iman Allah has built up until it has reached something more closer to yaqeen than others. So we ask for sidq al-yaqeen all the time. Allahumma sidq al-yaqeen, as'aluka sidq al-yaqeen, yaqinan sadiqan. So, and Allah, does He respond or not? He responds. Allah is all generous, and Allah is all powerful, and Allah is near, not far. And this is for everyone that Allah has honored, and Allah has honored all of human beings. So we say to people of narrow vision and stingy powers and hearts that no, it's wider than you think, and it's easier than you think, and it's closer to you than you think. And we tell them, you are a person, like we were asked before, they deny karamat. You are built of karamat. Karamat are built inside you, of a miracle of your creation, of your life, of your being a human being, not an animal. You're not created as a bird or a fly, but an honored creature that has been honored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and mentioned that honor in the Holy Qur'an. And then you were given the gift of Islam. That is also an immense honor that we can never thank Allah enough for. And then not only that, but to be of the Umma of Sayyid al-Anbiya al-Mursaleen and Khatam al-Rusul, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the most honored of them all. Allahu Akbar. And the list continues, and those karamat never end. And then the karama of health and wealth and intelligence and education, and then being able to find a way to improve yourself, your family, to help your dependents and help the community around you and build all of that. What is it through your own devices? These are gifts that are coming to you through very many means, and among those means are the people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all around you, filling your lives whether you see them or not, and they do not need anyone's thanks. So you have Allah, you have everything already. You cannot add anything to that. So they are not after your recognition. They do not care for any titles you might give or remuneration. إلا المودة في القربى. Except you give us at least the silat al-rahim and the respect of fellow Muslims. That's all. And if you require nasiha, we are under your feet. It's not enough to stand on their shoulders. They make you stand on their heads. They lie down and say, sit on my back, be comfortable. Rasulullah would rise and put his cloak and to complete strangers would come, and then he would say to the Sahaba, "Akrimu إذا جاءكم كريم قوم أكرموه." If the king, so he had recognized that this one was one of the king of the Arabs that had come to visit him. And he became one of the Sahaba, Jalil al-Bajali. And he said afterwards, Rasulullah, I never saw him since I took Shahada except he was smiling at me. So he was always giving me a smile. Subhanallah. So they give us everything, but we are like, the child that throws stones at the apple tree, and then the apples fall. Even when you stone them with bad su'zan, bad opinion, and Allah, we don't need you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Sayyidina Ibrahim, he attributed to me a wife and a son. So don't be upset if they want to harm you and insult you, and they say this to Rasulullah as a consolation. And Rasulullah how they mistreated him. You think Awliya Allah are not going to also be mistreated and misinterpreted and all that? Of course. This is also part of the inheritance, mashallah. These shama'il attributes. Mashallah. So, no worries, but we are here to help and support one another and bear with one another. And inshallah, we are works in progress. Come to the gathering anyway, make zikr with us and see if anything wrong, please tell us and correct us. But we are just saying takbir, we are saying salawat, we are saying alhamdulillah, sallallahu alayhi wa Rasulullah, and Muhammadun Sayyidul Kawnayn wa Thaqalayn. So, attributes of Holy Prophet, we are teaching shama'ils and we are teaching adab, inshallah. So, Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah is a large umbrella, and it has centered Baybatul Islam, as I say, the pearl and the pleasurable part, the most pleasurable part of the treasure, you see, but then it has also peripheries. So, see, and people are here and there, but not everyone is. So, one of the Awliya of old, Ibn Ayyash, he is among those who would spray the Salat al-Fajr with the wudu of Isha, because he would spend the night up and with zikr and ibadah and ilm, and he is known also among the people of qira'at of the Qur'an, the readings of the Qur'an. He said the Sunnah in Islam is rarer and more precious than Islam is inside the other faith systems. So give it a think. The Sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ inside Islam is rarer and more precious yet than Islam is in the midst of all the other faith systems. See? So, see where you want to go to it, then you come closer and closer, and inshallah you'll see. Sitting with my teachers and sitting with many other teachers, it took me a while to realize that because I was using too much the eyes of the head and the brains in the head. But Sayyidina Ali said, Al-aqlu fi qalb. Yes, the mind is in your heart. You have to use your heart. This is in Adab al-Mufrad of Imam al-Bukhari. Don't go tell me this is a Sufi saying. So, it is enough honor if it is a Sufi saying. But it is inside in Adab al-Mufrad of Imam Bukhari. So anyway, that's another thing. I did not know the basic proofs also. So we are quoting Qur'an, we are quoting Hadith, we are quoting the Sahaba al-Kiram, and the masters of spirituality among the Sahaba al-Kiram, and the generations that follow, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pouring more and more and more, and especially not leaving us alone to our own devices at the end of times, when the fitan are so much that you cannot hold to 1/10 of the religion. It is enough, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you can. Allahu Akbar. So that means we need more help, not less. So don't shoot ourselves in the foot, please. Wallahu a'lam.
ما شاء الله. جزاكم الله خير شيخنا وحبيبنا وقرة عيوننا. Thank you very much for coming to us. And not just coming yourself, bringing Sheikh Muhammad bin Arabi bin Abbas Malik with you, and Maulana Sheikh Nazim Adil with you, Rahimahullah, and Sheikh Hussein bin Ahmad Sayran with you, and bringing Sheikh Yaqubi with you, and you have brought everyone with you, and more importantly, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and love of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.